Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a mixed vintage toy unboxing haul, whatever you want to call it, because not everything is still in the box. I mean shipping boxes, that's what I mean. I'm not unboxing it out of the original packaging because it's all vintage. But yeah, a couple of things are still in their shipper boxes. A couple of weeks ago I did this poll on YouTube directly and also on Instagram because I couldn't decide which unboxing I should film next. So the G1 My Little Pony unboxing won by a far. I've already filmed that, you have seen that, it was a very long video. And on just considering YouTube, what the poll said there, actually the box of 80s 90s Barbies should have won in second place. But considering also what on Instagram people voted, technically the summed up quantities of Instagram and YouTube said that the second place winner was the vintage toy unboxing, so the mixed vintage toy unboxing. So there's a little bit of everything, I think, except for Barbie, that's really not in this haul. So I'm sorry for all of you Barbie fans. But I figured you have seen a lot of Barbies in the last flea market videos, and you have also seen me even unboxing these Easter Barbies and these other modern Barbies. So you've had a lot of Barbies also on the channel recently. So I thought it's time for all of these other cute vintage girly toys that I love so much. And this, you will see this video, I guess, that's at least how I plan it, on the Friday before I go on vacation. So I will be on vacation in Japan for it's 2.5 weeks roughly, if I count all the days. I mean, with when I come back and blah blah blah, it's around Easter, so from mid-April to end of April I will be not at home, and I will probably not upload videos unless this video here gets so long that I decide to make 2 parts out of it. But honestly, even if it's a very long video, I would like to keep it in one video, because when I'm there in Japan, then my brain is definitely off of my YouTube schedule. I will probably even forget when when the video is going live and blah blah blah, and will not have time to be in the comments section and blah blah blah. So I would like technically to not upload any videos during that time. So that means you will probably for 2 weeks in a row not get a video. I'm sorry for that, but as I said, it's not a relaxing vacation in Japan, definitely not. I will be at Star Wars Celebration, we will be at Tokyo Disney, and then the rest of the time I will be shopping. Of course I will also be shopping for vintage toys, and I will film videos there. That's the plan. But probably no uploads, and then I come back on a, what is it, Wednesday or something, and I don't know if I will be able to then have a video on Friday. So there might be 3 weeks that I have no videos. You have heard it here. I will also give information again in my comment in my maybe even also in the comment section, but no, I mean in the community section where I make posts and all of that. So I hope nobody is wondering, because you've heard it here. Next week and probably two next weeks there will be no videos. So let's dive into this. So I think I want to start with a toy line that I recently just very newly obsessed with, and those are already out of the packages. I've taken them out of the packages because those were all things, a couple of things you've seen in my room too already. I've taken them down from the shelf again. So, but it is the Magic Troll babies. Yeah, this is, you have seen it, it was hanging on my wall. I have one carded example of them, and I don't know what it is. Last year at the flea market I found my very first example of them, and I usually am not into trolls. I am not into trolls, the normal trolls that have these glass insert eyes and these googly faces, and I mean they're fun, and especially if they have fun hair colors or something, but I don't really like them. But then I found an example of a Magic Trolls baby. They're from the early 90s, they're done by Applause, and they just look slightly different. And then once this video aired, I was starting searching a little bit more, and I found that they're actually pretty affordable from other countries. Not from Germany, because I think they were not released here, but I find them very frequently from France or from Italy, which is where I got all of this from over Vinted, and they are very affordable. For example, this carded example was just 12 euro. And yeah, the shipping over Vinted is very inexpensive. You can get it for just under 2 euro, the shipping. And yeah, this is the card bag. I mean, I wanted to have one carded example, especially because I can now here check with all of the ones that are out. But let me tell you, it's still not very easy to like differentiate which one is which concerning the name. But this is the back side. So you also got a little additional piece, some accessories here. This one you could dissolve in water. And it was like a drop the magic bag and stir and watch what happens. And there comes a little charm on there that you could put on this little bracelet. So they came with little additional accessories. And you see it, they are a little bit posable. Not much, but more than normal troll for sure. And they come in all sorts of different hair colors. So this one is Hypatia. The name is Hypatia. The name is underneath here. And this one, I mean, they're done by Applause. Here, this is the logo. But this one has a sticker over it by Giorgi Preziosi. So this one definitely I got from Italy. So they're probably distributed by Giorgi Preziosi in Italy. Step into a magic world of fun, the magic trolls, and especially I like the magic trolls babies. This is like 1991, I think, directly. And I don't, carded examples are not expensive, but I don't want to really get into like collecting them carded because they're so cute out of the package. So I have a couple of other examples. I will not bother to try to get the names right because, as I said, even with this, I'm like a little, you know, I think this one, yeah, Aronda. So this one is Aronda. Like the hair is orange and she has a little like ice cream in her hand. These accessories are often missing. You can take them off, but they also fall off easily, and I've now glued it to the hand so that she at least is not like, you know, losing it. Most of them are just having on like little diapers or like one piece of fab, like fashion piece, but they're all like, you know, just painted on, no real fashion pieces. Here we've got one with dungarees. Can I see the name of this one? No, I see other ones with dungarees, but not this one. So maybe this is maybe also not the full wave. I don't know how many waves were released. There's just really not a lot of stuff online to be like for research for those, because there's not a single website that lists them. Like for example, like not even Ghost of the Doll has this toy line listed. So when I like go online and look for them and you know, on Vinted or something, I could just get surprised. Here's another one. I have also a blue-haired one. And this one, for example, I think did not have anything in their hands. Or because they have mostly like a little in-depth when they had something in their hands. Can I find this? Regina, I think. Regina, yeah. She didn't have anything in her hands. Ah! Raffaya or something. I think she had a ball in her hand. Yeah. Here you can see it. It is broken out. There you go. There was something. So, you can definitely make them stand. Not super stable, but... And I don't know, I just like the faces. I just like how they look. Completely like different to like the other trolls that I just don't really like. And these are affordable and easy to collect and cute. And I found out they also came with cute play sets. So this little troll baby here is the one that I found at the flea market, but I have her now on this super cute rocking horse. Are you kidding me? This is, I just love this. And I think you can, what was the deal with this? Here at the bottom, I don't exactly know, but you can lift the saddle a little bit and the horn gets in, and then you can push it down and the horn comes up. There's a little rattle in there, so it is really like a little rocking horse, and this is so cute. Look at these colors. Look at these colors. I I just am obsessed. There's so many more little play sets, also some bigger ones. Don't want to get into the bigger ones, but the little ones, like a little throne with made like looks like out of leaves, etc. And I've also bought 3 more, but big ones. You maybe know also this style of trolls from the other normal trolls or treasure trolls or whatever. But yes, also Applause made magic trolls babies in different other sizes. And again, I cannot exactly tell you what these are called. I have 3 of them. Another one. And another one. They are also definitely bigger ones. These are called then really dolls. They can stand. You can put the thumb in their mouth. So like, these can't do that. So this is definitely not this one. And there's also plush ones that, I mean, they have still a hard plastic face, but they are completely plush. Well, these are this typical hybrid of, you know, a hard plastic face and then a plush body, but still plastic legs and hands. And I can't tell you what the size is called nor how many they are out. I think they were sold just like this, not in boxes. The bigger dolls were sold in boxes and the plushies were sold sitting in these like cardboard boxes, open cardboard boxes. But the ones that I got here, they have still their little tag attached. There you go, Magic Troll Babies, and here it has the Applause logo. So I think they were really just sold like this. You just got them, this was the tag. There's also the price still on it. A little ripped off, but that was the price tag. All 3 of them, same seller, Vinted, not very expensive, a little more expensive of course, but when you buy multiples on Vinted, then you always get a little bit of a discount, which almost saved me even 10 euro on them. So, because they were initially 20 euro each, which is of course more expensive. When I say these are very affordable, you get them for under 5 euro. So like 2-3 euro. I think I got these 2 together for, I don't know, 7 euro or something, and a little bit of shipping. So you can get them very, very inexpensive. And these ones, yeah, I don't know. I thought when I got them that they would be bigger, but I'm very happy that they're not as big. They are just cute. I can't say why, especially this one. This one's clearly my favorite. They were really dirty when they came. Very, very, you know, dusty and all, but I think they were never played with the hairs, and it is so soft. But look at these colors and look at this face, and for some reason they also remind me of the Sams. I don't know, the faces just look a little bit like the Sams to me, which is one of my childhood favorite book series. And I just love the books and the cassette tapes and all of that. And it reminds me maybe a little bit of the Sams. I can't really tell you. All I know is I don't want to get any more of these because I've seen it. There's more of these bigger ones, but as they were all from the same seller, and I'm just right now in the craze of collecting all of these troll babies here, Magic Trolls babies. That's what they are called. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't say no. And I shouldn't get too much of these bigger ones. But I have another idea for my plushies. Yes, the last idea didn't work out. Let's hope this next idea works out where I can display more plushies. Not gonna talk about it here now, but yeah. So there is that, Magic Trolls babies. But let's get into some of the packages. I have literally no idea what is in what. Some of these packages are sitting here for month and month and month. Half a year or longer maybe, some of them, because I never found a good idea to put in which videos to open them. That's why I need this mixed vintage toy unboxing here. Okay, what is this here? Oh yeah, so I did say it in the beginning, so this is not a My Little Pony unboxing, but there's still ponies in this video. Though I did not buy this for the pony. It was an eBay purchase actually, just eBay from Germany. And the main thing of this auction was, I won this auction for like 10 euro or under 10 euro. It was definitely not a lot. But what was most interesting was not the pony, but the accessories that are in there. They're not pony accessories. So let's first have a look at the pony. It is a very common pony. Let's have a look at you. It's a lemon drop. It's a China lemon drop, so I very, very likely have this. I mean, I can still check if my China, I even have 2 China lemon drops. Sometimes even the color of the cutie mark is still slightly different, then I would keep it. But very likely this will just be a double. But I said I did not pick it up for this pony necessarily, though. Lemon drop is a very common pony. G1 pony, first generation, early 80s. So she came with a not pretty parlor, with a show stable, with a big pony play set, the big pony house, from, is it 84 or something? So it is towards the beginning of the line. Though not one of the earliest play sets, but maybe it's 85 or something. I don't exactly know, but it's pretty early, I think. Lemon drop, classic. I have a lot of lemon drops, very many variants. I guess this will not be a variant that I don't have yet, but I actually saw this little hat in the lot and I was like, oh, that's a Cherry Mary Muffin, like, little accessory. And these hats are from the second set of Cherry Mary Muffins, and they're so hard to come by unless you find it with the doll directly. So I thought maybe I just try to win this auction for very cheap. And yeah, I think it was the only person bidding on it. And also there was a little keeper's brush included. I think I have this one. If I now have it in my hands, I think I have this one. But I can't see why this person included this with the pony, because it is the same color and then also this. But no. This is a hat that goes to the second set of Cherry Mary Muffin dolls by Mattel, little cute doll line. I have a lot of them, though I'm still missing a couple from the second and of course from the third line. The third line was not released over here, but a second set was. And this comes from Greta Grape. I mean, it looks already like grapes. The second set ones came all with these heads, but they're very often missing when you find them. So I figured, let's just pick this up. I already have this hat. And then there's this cute keeper's brush, which comes from one of the baby keepers. I don't exactly remember. I think it could come from Scamper, the little squirrel, maybe? Or from another one. I don't know. I have it already. But I mean, yeah, it is a very cute package here with this light purple and yellow. Though I got it really for this hat. So, next package. I don't know, what's this? Seems also like it comes from eBay. Ah, this comes from the UK. I remember I bought this a long time ago. And I never found the time to put it in any video. These are My Pretty Mermaids. Yeah. So another toy line that you rarely see over here in Germany. Though I think in a couple of other European countries they were released. Definitely the UK had them. That's why I opted for buying some from the UK. And these came in a bundle as a 2-pack. So I only had one time the shipping costs, because they were already like a little lot. And I don't have these, although I think they're both from the first wave. So the very first ones. A little dirty. I have to definitely clean them up. But I think the price was kind of fair for them. I absolutely don't remember how much it was. So these are little mermaids. They're called My Pretty Mermaids. And they are from, I think, Play School. Though Play School belongs to Hasbro. So it's kind of the same line, same toy manufacturer as My Little Pony. Though a little later than My Little Pony, not directly, same, I mean early 90s. They're early 90s, I think 1991. That's when this first wave came out. They also, like My Little Ponies, they have kind of cutie marks or symbols, but the symbols are on their fins here. They're actually pretty cute because they can stand up, so you can move the fins. Obviously, they can also sit down. But let me check if it works. Ta-da! They can stand, which sometimes is really difficult for mermaid-style adults. And what does the other one? So she has little flowers. These are a little rubbed off here, it looks like, but some of them are definitely like changing in hot and cold water. So maybe this one is not from the first wave. Maybe this one is from another wave, and because it could be that this changes with warm and cold water. And this one is already here. I'm not exactly sure. Technically, I thought this one is Flower Dream with a pastel, super pastel hair color, light pink and light yellow. She definitely is from the first wave and from the original set. And I thought this would be also, but what called Sea Flower. But it is still possible that it is her. I just might need to try it. And so they're very simple little dolls, but Hasbro during that time, they had very, very pretty faces. Only left and right, arms up and down, and yeah, can sit and move here this part. They have nylon hair, so they have the same quality hair as the good old G1 My Little Pony hair. So they're easy and good to easy to clean up and all. She looks like she has a little bit of misprinted eyebrows. Look at that. These eyebrows are a little far to the middle, to be quite honest, but she's still pretty cute. Yeah, dirty cheeks and all. And these are now I have 4. One I got from Chad Marvelous as a gift in one of his boxes that he sent me, and another one I got myself a while ago. And yeah, as I said, they're not super easy to come by, but I would like to extend my collection of them, at least a little bit, but only piece by piece, because, well, as I said, you don't find them that often here. Next package. What do we have here? Ah, yeah. Also one that I picked up quite a while ago. We've got a She-Ra doll, and this is good old Mermista. Maybe you remember, like, I don't know what, 1.5 years ago, I was like always on the hunt, especially for Mermista, but I wanted, like, for example, at Toyplosion 2 years ago, I searched for her and all of that, but I was like determined. I did not want to pick her up with the tail, nor with the accessory that goes to her, because I had these already. Let me get them quickly. So, she actually comes with a little mermaid tail, well, Mermista, she's a mermaid of the Princess of Power line. And I found this one years ago now at the flea market from inside a Barbie box. And I was like, cool, I have the tail already. I will easily find probably a Mermista at one point at a convention also without the tail. No, they're always just sold with the tail. I never found one. And of course, I wanted one in a somewhat okay condition otherwise, and also not for super expensive, because if I get her without the tail, she should be a little less expensive, but I don't know. And then when I was in the UK, I even picked up her little accessory that goes to the back. So I was like, no, I want a Mermista that actually has none of the accessories and is cheap. But either she had the accessories always, or she was not cheap, even though she didn't have the accessories. So the gimmick with her is, I think you can like fill this up with water, like soak up water, put this in here, and then squish, and she would squirt water out of her breast. So there's a little hole in there, exactly there, and then she could squirt water. And of course you can put on this tail, and then she's the mermaid version. I didn't even say exactly what this toy line is. Maybe you know it. I collect them. You've maybe heard, especially on my channel, of them. She-Ra, Princess of Power, is obviously an 80s toy line, an 80s doll slash a little bit of an action figure toy line, because it's a competitor toy line to He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, which is clearly an action figure line geared towards little boys during that time. Super popular, super popular. So it made sense to make a spin-off out of this, geared a little bit more towards the girl audience, and it worked. I think they're very pretty. I did not grow up with them or anything, but I really like them, especially also the horses, and I don't know, the colors. They are really girly colors most of the time. And other than that, they are these small little action figure dolls. Action figures, because I mean, the size is pretty small, and They mostly don't have fashion pieces, just always a couple of fashion pieces that go on her. They have a lot of, you know, printed on stuff, but they're not action figures to me, because to me what determines a doll is they have brushable hair. She has really nice hair still, and I love her design. I mean, she's the mermaid. She has all shells here and these swirly patterns, and I love her color scheme. It's this, I would really call this seafoam green, and here's the little shell that comes on her back. I'm just so happy I finally could unbox her. I don't know for how long I have her, because finally at one point I picked her up on eBay. It was a simple eBay purchase, I think even from Germany, and she was around the 15 euro range, which is fine. I think 15 euro and then a little bit of shipping on top for such a small thing. But they are, even without these accessories, sometimes more expensive. Or you just find them with the accessories. But I did not want to pick one up with accessories, because then I would have the accessories as doubles. That would be super stupid. So now I have her finally, and can put her like to my other Shiras, which are like in my bedroom. So a little closer to the boy toys, because okay, there's this one big thing. It's already out of the box and I have it for so long, but I want to show it to you before I part with it. I've never showed it because I honestly forgot that I had this. It is this giant Popples puzzle. I know it is very cute. It's called the world's largest Popple puzzle, and I bought this online. I don't know how many, like I don't know, a year ago or longer. It came with something else that I've clearly unboxed already, because the reason why I did not really kind of remember that I had this was it was super stinky. It was smelling like cigarette smoke like crazy. So I had it on my balcony all the time to, you know, get air, fresh air and all of that. And it was behind something else, like behind some of my crafting papers that I also have there because they're big, etc. No rain or anything can reach this very, very deep balcony, cannot reach anything. And it was not necessarily really out on the elements, but like it was still able to, you know, get a lot of fresh air. So it doesn't smell at all anymore. But in the meantime, I have already actually decided that I don't want this anymore. I will put it together once. It is a very big, it's a floor puzzle. It has also very big, you know, pieces. So maybe I film it and make a short out of it or something. And then I probably will bring this to Toyplosion with me and can sell it. The box at the back is not in super good condition, you see. But other than that, I hope it's complete. I mean, online I think it said it was complete, but it has these huge puzzle pieces. So and I love the Popples, but this is such a big piece. I wouldn't even know where to really put this other than just have it somewhere. Maybe a Popples collector really would appreciate it more than me. I would, as I said, put it quickly together. And then I will let go of it, because all this time when it was at the balcony, etc., I didn't even think about it anymore, so it clearly tells me I don't need this. But you've seen it. Maybe I make a short out of it at one point when I have time to really put it out together on my floor, and that will probably be it. But at least you could admire it in this video. Okay, which other package? I don't know. Let's pick the small one here. Ta-da, what is in there? Oh yeah! Of course, something that I wanted to get a little bit more into after I had a couple of them in my, like last year, so obviously not last year, but the year before, my Vlogmas series, because obviously this last Christmas I didn't do a Vlogmas, but before. And then I just kind of never searched for them online anymore, but at one point I remembered, hey, I wanted to pick more up of this toy line, and then I found these from the US. Great, now I have trapped my finger in the okay, it's Blinkins, and I think they are so stinking cute. Oh my god, this hair, this curly hair. And of course I I already have 3 and the line is not really big, so I was then starting to look for the ones that I don't have, and maybe more than one in a lot. I found these 2. This is the yellow one and this is the light pink one. I have to check on the names. And actually one of them here even comes, now I have this package again, comes with her accessory things, so, which I'm not super into. I don't need those, but I mean, it was included, so why not? I can at least show one to you. So it is this little swing. And it's been so long. Okay, but really, is the base not in there? No. It was really, really cheap. It was just this, and I didn't get it for this, but technically it should have a base where you click it in and then you can sit one of them here in this little swing. I think this comes with the pink one, so I think this comes with the Flashy. Flashy. They have, of course, not the nicest hair, polypropylene hair, but let's see what I can do, even though it's just like this. And they come with fashions, which this one does not have for fashion. And I'm not super like crazy. I don't need all of this. I just want to have them super cute. I can have them for very cheap. But here, this is the little swing. So every one of them of these small Blinkins came with one of these accessories to ride on or to play with or to sit in or something, like a little playset thing. And then you could make her swing here. The Blinkins are a toy line, the 80s by LJN. So another toy company. Also LJN did some video games as well, but not the good ones. They are better. They definitely made better toys than video games. And they are from so 85, I think the first ones were released. Maybe Blinkins all together went until 87. There were also plush Blinkins and a little bit bigger Blinkins, but they're all these little like glow creatures, not glow worms, but they also have this bud here, and technically when you push the belly and the battery would still work. I think you can open up the head and look inside to exchange the battery, then the bud would glow. And this one, you can see she has all of these age spots already, same as, My Little Ponies sometimes get. I will see if I can, put a little bit of hydrogen peroxide on it and it will get away. If not, she is still so cute, little Flashy with her shiny face. This is normal. So they are technically the whole body should be this little bit pearlized. They have these cute antennas. This one has also little bangs. They're not cut, you just can't see them very well. They're here. And then super fluffy hair, a little cute hair bow, which probably does not come from it, but it's a cute one. I will leave it in. And this is her little swing. And then I have the yellow one. Look at this hair. Oh, is that cute. So, oh, come on, focus. There you go. This one's called, so the other one was Flashy, and this is Flicker. So, yeah. Look at these cute antennas and look at this curly hair. I mean, here it doesn't matter if it's polypropylene or whatever. It's just you will not brush it anyways. This is the cutest hair ever. And also her, like she probably also does not light up. Nope. But I think you can just pop up the heads and then you can check for the batteries. Also this one comes, naked. They all had some very tiny like fashion pieces on, just a little bib or a little, somewhat like a dress of this iridescent material, but I don't really care if I have that or not. They have these little shoes, all of them, that you can't put out, so they will have it. And also this one has a couple of these age spots here. I don't mind. As I said, I just want to have a couple of them. I don't care for the, really for the quality or the condition of them too much. And I mean, it's expensive enough if you purchase from the US. So I found this little lot for really inexpensive, and I mean, probably the most expensive thing was the shipping. Or no, I don't remember that I had to pay anything at the door for it. But yeah, Flicker and Flashy. I already forgot it. Yeah, Flicker and Flashy from the Blinkins line, probably from 85, 86, around that time, from LJN. I love them. I also love the bigger plushies, but sorry, I've already started with these bigger trolls. I cannot buy everything in bigger plushies, and those are pretty expensive and rare. Let's keep it going. I don't know which package should I tackle. I think I might take this one. It's balancing on top of it. And let's have a look what's in here. This is actually something that very recently I purchased and recently arrived. This is the box of ponies that I said that I talked about in my last pony unboxing, where I was like, okay, and I have actually purchased another box of ponies, but they're not here yet. But this also makes sense for this mixed toy unboxing, because it's actually just one G1 pony and then 3 G2 ponies. So let's start putting them out. This is the G1 pony. This is a Cherry Strubili. Of course I have Cherry Strubili, but this is a variant I don't have. And then I saw the same seller on Vinted also had a couple of very cute G2 ponies that I don't have. This one. I don't have the names in my brain. I have them written down. And this one. I think this is Moonbeam or something like that. With Generation 2, my knowledge is small. So, but let's start with the G1 pony. This is what caught my attention. She is in really bad condition. But she was also just €3. And every other pony was just €2. Of course, probably also the condition of those is not super good. I see she does not have the gems in the eyes, but I mean, €2 per pony. That's a flea market price. That's even sometimes cheaper than flea market price. And also €3 for her. They arrived from France, I'm very sure. Although this is not the French variant of Cherry Strubili, that's actually a Spanish variant. When I saw this listing, I searched for ponies on Vinted, and this pony caught my eye because, she has an interesting eye color. She has this very aqua green. Usually Cherry Strubili has a stronger green, or if it's an Italian variant, she has blue eyes. But I saw this and I was like, oh, and then I saw this hair color. Well, this is super cut hair, of course, but I saw that this is not the typical peach hair color for Cherry Strubili. This is the pink. This is a cotton candy pink. And the seller even showed the bottom of her. And let me check if that's, yeah, she's a no country. So there is something written here. Hasbro, Pat Pending, ta-la-la-la-la, 84. So this is also roughly when this pony probably was released. So early 80s. And I see she's dirty and all of that. But there were 2 variants that came out of Spanish factories. And yeah, I already feel it. Also, the body feels different. She has a different eye color. And there's variants that have Spain on the other hoof. Or there's this variant that has no, because all of the other hoofs are unprinted. So there's no country of origin at all. But that still means she is made in Spain. And I don't have this variant yet. I will of course rehair her with this exact hair color. Let me maybe get out my other Cherry Strubili here. I also have an Italian one, and I have the normal Hong Kong one. So both of these, Italian and the normal Hong Kong one, you see they have the peach hair, while she has definitely a different hair color. Also look at the eyes, all of them different. So, and also the body color is different, and even the cutie mark color is different. And it's not just discolored or anything. It really is like this. And I figured for €3, I take this Spanish Cherry Strubili and just rehair it, and I will probably be able to get her really nice again. She has a little bit of a scuff in her mouth there, but yeah. So, what's interesting is that actually on my little wiki, the Spanish Cherry Strubili with the no country variant is shown to be with more green eyes than this. And this eye color is technically shown to be on with the Spain stamp. I don't know if this is more common or the eye color varied between the 2 Spanish variants. So I cannot tell if this is something rare or something. But it's clearly a variant I don't have, and I always wanted to have a Cherry Strubili with this more lighter hair. Now I have to rehair it, but she technically originally has this hair. Now let's get to the 3 G3 ponies. None of them I have, though I think I have this pony, but not in this variant. So Here we have, I think this is a sweet berry pony. This is the symbol. I think I only have a sweet berry with movable legs. I'm not exactly sure. But this one has this symbol here, and this tells me that this is from the Sunny Garden ponies from 98. And it came together with a friend, so with Ivy, that also had a similar symbol as her second symbol. Her hair, I don't know. Even if it is cut, it's actually not bad. Don't think so. And she has a little scuff on here. She was probably wearing a saddle or something. And she is missing the gems in the eyes. But for €2, I don't complain. And I actually just got them because, well, as I said, I've already bought the other pony. This one, she does have the gems in the eyes. She has some weird discolorations, but maybe it is just dirt, or I can just get this off easily because she's also dirty. This is such a cute color. Oh my gosh. And what is her symbol? It's a similar thing. So she probably is from a similar line of these two ponies that came together. Her name is, I'm not even sure, but I think it's Festivities. I thought I found her under the name of Festivities. Maybe it's not correct. From 2001 is an anniversary set. Maybe it is not. Maybe it's also from the same set where there were these ponies with these specific symbols, because, or maybe not. Maybe it is correct like this. Maybe I researched because she has the same symbol on both sides. Then maybe it is really Festivities from the anniversary set from 2001. I don't exactly know what anniversary set means. There was no anniversary. Maybe it was really just a, festivities set. I hope I can get that off, but all the rest I mean, pretty sure. And I mean, I can try to retro bright this, so probably will do this. She has the gems in the eyes. So Festivities. And then this little girl, yeah, Moonshadow. She's one of the Magic Motion ponies, so she has this weird neck knob thingy here. I think it's when you, yeah, like this, you have to push in the tail, something. It's always some movable element. Oopsie. And she is from 1998. Yeah, a Magic Motion Moonshadow, so this is always a Magic Motion thing. Gems not in there, and I think she has a magnetic mouth here. So, also with G2s, I'm not crazy about, condition and all of that. I'm just happy to add a couple of G2s to my collection for like very cheap when I already bought something, because I mainly bought this for this Cherry's Jubilee there. And G2 ponies from France you can always get for very good prices, very affordable over there, because they were very, very, very popular in France. Let's get to maybe I'm now taking another toy here that's already out of the box, and she just fell over. So let's just take this, and I already teased this one in my room tour video. Maybe you remember I was talking about getting another Brushalove. Yeah, I did it, and she came very quickly after I filmed this other video, so she's already sitting out. She's already sitting at my couch, and this is another one that I had to take out of the box because I looked inside the box and she was a little smelly. Not necessarily super gross, but she smelled like, like a musty attic or something. I don't know, so I was like, I need to wash her. I don't want to put her back in the box or anything to wait for an unboxing. And so I'm not a huge plush collector. I said it. But I do like plush. It's just they are very big, and I don't need to have a lot of plush. But some lines I want to have. Brushaloves are from the 80s. They are like kind of invented by American Greetings, so I think might even also be from those characters from Cleveland, which they designed so many cool toy lines. And the first ones that were really like, even then they were not like distributed through a different toy manufacturer, because American Greetings at one point had their own toy company called M-Toy, and that's the first one. So M-Toy released the first ones, but I think they were taken over afterwards by Tyco, and then Tyco produced them a little longer. They are just these weird little cute bears. I mean, I don't know if they're meant to be bears. There's also smaller ones, the little Brushaloves, and there's the very small ones, the flocked ones, the I don't remember what they're called. They have a slightly different name, also something with Brushaloves. But I just especially really like those. You know, they have a mirror in their hands. This is like a blush, you know, powder puff. Their tail ends in a little like brush, and they have these tufts of hair here at the top. And they come in, so the main 4 ones are 4 different colors. I already have the white one and the purple lavender one. There's another pink one. And this is the, you know, blue or light blue, aqua blue one with a light orange belly and with pink hair. There's of course variants of them where this hair color is lighter or a little darker. And this is, I think, the very, very, very bright color. There's UK or European variants. I don't know, I got this from the UK, so still the normal variants were also released there, that have a little darker pink here. And that's the tail or something. And there's a couple, like 3 or so in completely different colors. I think another white or something, a yellow, and I don't know what. Those are very rare, but I just wanna like at least have all the 4 ones. And this is the blue, purple, blue, light blue one, and the name is Tutti Cutie. Tutti Cutie. They are, I don't know if I said it, but they're from the 80s. They started like 87, ran until maybe 89, so late 80s. They are super soft. This one is in really nice condition. I mean, of course, I wash all of my plushies. I can't have a plush that isn't washed. I'm sorry. Then it's not mine. I don't know. And this one was especially even smelly. So, but if you just wash it on a very low temperature, and then you fluff it up afterwards with a very soft brush, really go through, not necessarily with her own brush, but then you can get the fur real nice again. So she is super, super soft and very, very fluffy. So I can definitely encourage you, don't sit on your plushes because you think you ruin them, you don't want to wash them. Just do it, you will feel good. They will feel like nice and soft and smell good. And they're more likely to cuddle them after that. So where should I put you? I don't know. So maybe sit Shira down, or Shira Marmista, then you can see this little girl. Okay, I think we have the biggest plushy things out of the way, but I have still a couple more packages. So let's have a look in this. I don't know what's in this one. Oh, another little box with wintry penguins. So yeah, I think I bought this around Christmas. I remember now, this is actually the last thing I bought from Kleinanzeigen, which is another German website where you can, you know, purchase stuff. People put fashions and every type of goods on there. And I used to buy a lot on Kleinanzeigen. My goodness, can the head please stay like this? But I learned to hate this website. And this was another thing where I'm like, this was so stressful because you have to, you know, talk to the people there. You have to write messages and blah blah blah, and this person was not really responsive at all. So I always waited sometimes for multiple days until this person responded, and then of course I forgot to respond because I don't know, then 3 days later, and I didn't see the message immediately, and of course I also answered a day late, so it took ages. And in the end, this person even was like, no, I want you to purchase it through the app. So that I click on the buy button there, but it is not very good to purchase through Kleinanzeigen directly, because I cannot pay via PayPal. I would have to pay via a credit card or something, or just via my normal card, but this takes very long because it first gets transferred to Kleinanzeigen until they get the money, and then they just send it. So this whole purchase took 2 weeks or something until I had it. And I was fed up afterwards, and I never want to purchase anything through Kleinanzeigen again. I'm sorry. But at least I got Greta Grape. This was shortly after I had won this auction, and I was on the lookout for the matching Cherry Mary Muffin doll. And she was quite inexpensive for a Cherry Mary Muffin doll, though she was, you know, listed under this. So it was not that the person didn't know what it is. And she is exactly in the condition that I wanted, which means she has her dress, but she's missing the head. So I got her, I don't know what I paid for her, like 20 or 18 or something like this, or was it even more than 20? I cannot remember exactly, because all I can remember is this horrible conversation with this person. Then in the end he told me, oh, I actually don't want you to send me just PayPal. I needed the purchase through the app. Great. And then the shipping, I had to pay more shipping than that we originally had discussed. And but I have this cute doll. So Greta Grape, second wave, Cherry Mary Muffin. Whoa. Can you focus on her? Hello. There you go. And the second wave ones, as I said, they mostly don't come with this typical like dress style with an apron. They have a little bit of a different dress, though some came still with an apron. But they all had these little heads. I'm not sure if her hair is cut or not. I really like it. I might even leave it like this. It is straight. I think she probably had a little bit of curly hair, but it is, I mean, they're by Mattel, and Mattel during the late 80s, so she's from 89. They used this wonderful soft canacle on here. I love it. And oh, look at this little collar and this iridescent material and the little muffin button. Here's, oh my goodness, they cannot lose their shoes. They have painted on shoes. So, you know, you can sit down, move. So Mattel, 88, the first line. I think the second wave, 89. The third wave probably in 1990, or maybe 1 year on box date. Maybe she was out in 1990. And the third wave was, I think, never released in Europe. There's 3 more dolls in the US, so also very, very cute. One has even pink hair. But I'm happy enough that I can still collect the second wave, I think. I don't know how many I'm away. Of course, I don't have all of the other accessories, but let's put the cute head on her. Because this is one of the main pieces that the second wave had. They had these heads. Some of them even had a little hole at the top, so you could push a little bit of hair through the top. This one not. It's, I think, just the second head that I have. Yeah, I only have the head of the main Cherry Mary Muffin. Oh no, I cannot. Oh no, it's too. With my long nails, it's not very easy to make the little knots here and the little bow underneath, but this is how she's supposed to look. Ah, she's so cute. And as I know what is in this one package, I think we're continuing with this one. This one I have even for longer than, you know, this other one. But you can maybe already guess when I say this one and this other one, and I know what's in there. Let's just continue with Cherry Mary Muffin. Let's just continue with Cherry Mary Muffin. I have another one. Ah, sweet. This is Milli Vanilli. Also second wave. And I definitely paid more for this one because she comes with a hat, with dress, and also with her 2 accessories. So I think she was an eBay purchase and I definitely paid up for her. But oh my goodness. Smells. Oh my goodness, this is I didn't even check it with her, but yes, they are actually supposed to be scented, a scented toy line with, you know, all of these baked goods and you know. Huh? Yeah? A little bit. I think she tiny bit smells. I also don't exactly know if it is the heads that are supposed to smell, the dolls itself, the accessories. Because I don't know what it actually is, but I think it is the doll itself. Oh, the hair. Oh my goodness. Vanilla. I think it's the first Cherry Mary Muffin that I have that smells, really. I don't remember having any other that really still are scented. So the money was worth it. She's in the best condition that I have. I think I paid, it was not 50 euro, but it was like 40 something euro. And then plus shipping, it was probably roughly under 50 euro, which is quite a lot. But if you get them, especially with the heads and with all of these accessories, and then send it, okay. And it's a long time ago since I bought her. I'm sorry for this little girl who was trapped in the package for all this time. But here she is. So another blonde one, same as, you know, the main character, Mary Muffin, is also blonde, but she's a little darker blonde. And she is a character that also only appeared in Wave 2. Like the main character, Mary Muffin herself, and Chocolotti are characters that appeared in the first and the second wave. But in the second wave, she had many new friends. One of them was Greta Grape. And this one is Milli Vanilli. Oh, I love this outfit so much. I love this pattern of the material. I would wear this myself. Maybe not exactly in this shape, because then it's really a Sweet Lolita dress, but in a little bit of a different shape with this material. Oh, I love it. And of course it is Mattel quality, so, you know, Barbie quality in terms of the fashions, the late 80s. I don't even want to wash her hair, because this is really where the sweet vanilla scent comes out. Oh, here I can see if this is the real ribbon still. Oh, come on, focus. There's too much in the background. Then the ribbon actually is way longer. That's why I had so much trouble like making the little like bow tie or the knot with my other one. But yeah, she has pink shoes, and the accessories are this mint green. But mint green on the first wave with choco muffins came with apple. Oh my god, what's her name? With this apple girl, with the green apple girl of the first wave actually. But here you can differentiate. She has the you know, white, yellow light muffins. You can technically take them out, so you could exchange it, but I don't care. And she comes with a correct comb. This is the style of Mary Muffin comb. For every character, it just came in a different color. Oh, I love her, especially look at her head from the back. This is prime, you know, late 80s, early 90s girl toy aesthetic. And I love it so much. I love it so much. Sure, I have found Mary Muffins at the flea market before, but actually only of the first wave. 3 of my Mary Muffins are flea market finds from the first wave. But if I want to extend my collection, I cannot just hope to run across them at the flea market. I need to purchase them online, especially if for once I want to have one in a really good condition like this. I'm so happy that I finally put her out of the box, and I have a little bit of space in my rearranged Mary Muffin shelf that these two can totally go into, Greta Grape and Milli Vanilli. What do we have here? Don't remember what's actually missing. I have one very big package, which I know what's in there. Let's do this for last, but this I cannot even remember. What was this? Ah, this is another pony lot actually. G2, mind you. There's no G1 or any other generation in there. It's I think a handful of G2 ponies. So which ones do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 babies, and others just a fakie. I think this is all of them. Yeah. It's also quite a long time ago. This was before Vinted had opened up to Italy and France, where, you know, from Vinted I can totally grow my G2 pony collection. But this still comes from France. It was just an eBay purchase. It was a lot that was like this. It was pretty inexpensive, like 20 euro or something like that, or 20. Nah, it was 20 something euro. And I think I have none of these ponies except one I might have, but I'm not really sure about this. And of course I don't want this fakie. Let's start with the fakie. I have never seen such a fakie before. Have you ever seen such a fakie before? I can't even tell if this is a modern fakie or if this is really from the late 90s. That's when the G2 ponies came out. The eyes are interesting. The color is quite cute, very, very interesting. And it is a small one, so this can totally in the Christmas time then go into my Christmas tree, because I have this one like pastel Christmas tree where I also put fakie ponies on it. I don't seek out fakey ponies for this tree specifically, but if they are small ones and I have them in a lot or something, this can go there. So this is this. Oh, maybe I can still put it here somewhere. But the other ones are all real ones. Let's start with this one. Oh, she has cut hair. Okay, well. And also one of her gems is missing. But this is the one where I'm like, I might have it already. Oh, I cannot remember because it is a Morning Glory and I have many, many, many Morning Glories. There were also many releases of Morning Glories, but I have specifically also a lot of double Morning Glories. Kind of army building this pony because I just happen to find this pony all the time from G2. But this is definitely a Magic Motion one. I don't know if I have this one, but she has tinsel, so she's probably a Princess Morning Glory. But she has very cut hair. And I hate rehairing G2 ponies because the head, they have a weird, I mean, they are able to move their heads, but they still have a weird mechanism in there. There is a plastic tube in the head that kind of makes the head move, and I don't know why this was necessary, but that makes it difficult to get the head off and on, etc. And that's why I don't like rehairing G2 ponies. I think I wrote down something with Princess Morning Glory. Yeah, Princess Morning Glory from 1999 in the Royal Castle Ballroom set. So she is apparently a playset pony. Tail is still okay, I guess. And yeah, I think I don't have this Morning Glory. Her gem is in the eye is pink. So it's missing on the other side, which is fine. Morning Glory is always the pony with this body color symbol and purple hair. She was like, in G2 it really started that the same characters were released over and over and over again in different sets and different versions, etc., which was not really a thing in G1. We had a couple of ponies like Sundance, who was released in several versions, or Firefly was released in a couple of versions, and sometimes we had baby ponies that were similar to the adults, but we rarely had the same pony over and over and over again. This was a thing that started in G2. You've got a Morning Glory. Let's continue with this one. Whoa, is this dirty? Oh, how dirty is this pony? I mean, it's yellowed as well, but it is also so dirty. I mean, it's white pony, so you can see the dirt even more, but oh my goodness. This is in a it's not even, is it? I cannot tell. The pose looks even a little bit different since the hoof is up a little bit more in the air, but it is also in this, you know, Magic Motion style where they have movable legs, which is not really my favorite. She has a ballerina shoe, but I think her name is nothing with ballerina. She's not meant to be a ballerina pony. She does not have a cut hair. Wow, her hair is gorgeous. Look at that. One gem again in the eye. The other one missing, or is it? No, both are there. Both are there. It's just not very noticeable. It's a blue gem. Her tail also nice. She's just, oh my god, how dirty can a pony be? And probably also yellowed underneath all the dirt. Her name is Royal Lady. She's from 2000 directly. So she's not necessarily meant to be a ballerina, but I mean, ballet probably something she really likes. That's a Royal Lady. She came also with lots of accessories and shoes and blah, blah, blah. So maybe she was meant to be doing ballet, but her name doesn't implement that. So Royal Lady, 2000, directly 2000. My goodness. I think this is my favorite here. Orange body color, one gem missing, the other one is there. Two different hair colors and an apple. Do I have this one? See, with G2s I cannot remember. Let me check. I thought I don't have this. No, I don't have it. I have two other orange ones, but both have completely yellow hair. One is the one with the teddy, and the other one is just a normal one with the berries. Oh, I don't have one with an apple, but I think this is the closest that we can get in G2 to an Applejack. This is not Applejack. The name is not Applejack, but I guess this is the closest pony to an Applejack type, because Applejack appeared otherwise in every single generation apart from G2. But this name is Bright Bramley, also a pony from 2000. But oh my gosh, such a vibrant color. And I know some people, especially back then when they changed the pony style from the G1s to the G2s, absolutely didn't like them. And I mean, it is very noticeable that the ponies look just very different to G1 ponies. And one of the reasons is that already back then, Hasbro, the company that made My Little Pony, kind of licensed it out, kind of to Kenner. Though Hasbro had purchased Kenner, the toy company Kenner, at that point already, but they were still working independently as of Kenner, but they were kind of one thing already. And the toy designers from Kenner actually designed and made the G2 line, which is why they look so different to the first generation, which I think is I mean, it makes click. It's okay, yeah, you can see that. They just look a little different because completely different toy designers were on it. And I mean, of course, a couple years later, because those are late 90s, early 2000s ponies. But yeah, that's very interesting that actually the Kenner designers made them, not the typical like Hasbro designers in-house. We have another one. This is the same character that I had in the beginning, I think. This might, yeah, because she has the same, but this one has tinsel hair, so my guess is this is the princess version of this character. So, something with Berry, what's her name? Yeah, so from the Royal Friends Castle Mystery Ball, Princess Sweet Berry. They still kept doing this thing when they have tinsel in the hair. It's mostly a princess pony. Does she have, yeah, she has both gems in the eyes. And she has kind of the same symbol as this other one. We had seen it with the hearts that look like, you know, she grows berries that are heart-shaped. So, Sweet Berry. Princess Sweet Berry. So, very cute. I definitely don't have that one. I have a Sweet Berry, but I think they have the normal first Sweet Berry. And there's two little oops, there's long hair in between. I don't know where that comes from. Ooh. Two G2 baby ponies. Okay, I think I definitely have one of them. But these are, or maybe I don't, but I think so. These are the two twins, so they came as twin baby ponies. The first baby ponies of the second generation were released in 2000, so they are from 2000, and so none of them were released in the US. So every G2 pony that was released from, like, I would say 1999 onwards is a Euro exclusive. I don't know about Canada, for example. I don't know if Canada had G2 for longer, but in the US they just didn't last 1 or 2 years. While in Europe they lasted until 2003 actually. But these are directly from 2000, I think. They're called Dart and Dash. I don't know which one is which. And they were the ones that came with these little costumes. They were the ones that were like dressed like little honeybees. That's why also, I mean, they have butterflies, but as their symbol, but they had the little honeybee costumes. Super adorable. Different poses, different hair colors and all, but still you can see they are meant to be little twin ponies. And here you can definitely see nylon, polypropylene, nylon, 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 polypropylene. Yeah, already in G2 a couple of hair colors were used as polypropylene, so I will have a little bit of work with that. I can manage to do it nice again, but it's just a cheaper hair quality. Same as here. And both of them have both of the gems in the eyes, so that's good. And not missing. Ooh, Dash and Dart. Super cute. Of course, I don't have the accessories, so the little capes. It looks like little capes. Though I have them for the... Which ones are they? I have a couple of the capes. Just not for this set, because there were, I think, 4 sets of these little twin ponies that had, you know, they were like dress-up costume twins. Whoop. Now I have one more package and I don't have any space left. I will still open it here, but I think I will then show in detail it somewhere else in my room, wherever I find place. But this is this huge box, and this is the box that is waiting technically for the longest time already. I cannot even exactly remember when I bought it. I think it was an eBay purchase, was it? From Germany. Won it for a very inexpensive price, something like 20 euro. And this is also another toy line that I wanted to get into a little more when I first got some of them in my Vlogmas series. I have extended the toy line already, But here is something else from this toy line. And I don't know, I never found like the right time to unbox it, where to include it in an unboxing or whatever. So now it's time. Oops. Let's have a look. Whoops. Oh my goodness. It's already stuff falling out. I don't know what that is, but I think this is just... Ah, this is something from the... okay. It belongs to it. Oh my god, that sounds like it's full of stuff. I'm talking about Charmkins. This is the biggest Charmkins playset, and I think this little flower that fell off comes from the garden there. And there's even more things. Oh my god, it's full of Charmkins, and I think a lot of the accessories are there. I don't even remember it. I thought there weren't even that many accessories. Here I have to be really careful. There's lots of mini stuff still in here, that I don't throw anything away. Nope. No, I think that's it. Yeah. Charmkins. These little tiny things that you can hang on charms and put on necklaces or on, I don't know what, keychains or bookmarks. All of these little pieces, these little animal and human beings, and they came with I have already one that's more like a carrying case. You can still use it as a playset, but they had also two playsets. One little windmill, super adorable also, and this is the house. It's called the jewelry house. So I will take the camera now to a different spot somewhere to show this to you in detail from the other perspective, because everything will fall over otherwise. So I fiddle-faddled around a little bit with it, and bear with me, I'm absolutely not an expert with this toy line. I have not done like super in-depth research or anything. I can of course tell you it's actually by Hasbro, shortly in production before first generation of My Little Pony, so it is really early 80s. Like this one has a stamp of 83, so it was obviously still in production, as My Little Pony was already also released. But the designer of My Little Pony, so the inventor you could say, she also worked on this toy line before she left Hasbro. So that's why, you know, the artwork is also like, adorable. But with this house, oh my goodness, I almost got a, I don't know what, I was almost getting an anger attack because I couldn't open it. But it was actually, it should be so easy. You should lift up the roof. But I don't know what it is. I don't really fully understand it, but now I can at least open it. I mean this, and then ta-da! So you have this huge inside, which is really like a little dollhouse for all of these cute characters. You have a lot of storage parts, because this you can take out. Nothing specific, but there you can store all of the pieces behind this. So, oops, snaps in. Then we have this little cute balcony. There is lots of other, room to put all of the furniture, because it comes with a lot of furniture. Stairs. Then we have this little veranda balcony thing, and we have the summer garden that you can also open up. Ta-da! And there is a pathway through it, and then even at the back of it, great, you have more storage. So yeah, this keeps falling out. I don't know why, it actually snaps always right in place, but yeah. And the front door that you saw, I mean, this was here. I couldn't get it out. I don't know, it is so difficult to get it out because it snaps in here so tightly. Come on. And technically you can also transform it now, because the back side you can see there's actually something very cute like a garden. I don't know, let's do this. Technically you should be able to take this off here. Ooh, that's difficult. I will not do it now. I'm so sorry. But then, because you need this to be flat, you need this to be a flat surface, then you can actually put it like this and under this house. So something like this. So it is then connected to this house. Let's leave it like this, but technically you need to take this thing off. And then we have another, you know, little front garden door thing that you can clip in here. Or in there. Maybe it's the other way around, so then maybe it clips into the house like this. Yeah, probably, I don't know how exactly this works. And then this goes here. Yeah, this goes here, probably like this. We have this little table, and all across the house, but not too often, you have some of these little knobs where you can, of course, put the figures, because they have little holes in their feet, in one of their feet, somewhere. So, ta-da! But there's all of these different like furniture pieces. We've got a bed, we've got some, you know, wardrobe thingies here. We have a couch and a cradle and so many mini pieces that I don't know exactly what they are. I need to figure out everything. A little, I don't know what this is supposed to be, a little bowl or something. A little desk, some chairs. Yeah, here's another one. So I would guess, my guess is that this is almost complete. Not exactly sure what this is, but something else. Maybe to sit in one of the parrots or so, could be. And then the other pieces, I don't know. There's some little clips. I don't know if they necessarily go to the house or they come from the Charmkins itself, because of course you could always buy on cart one of these little Charmkins that then came with one accessory. I cannot tell you which accessories they now directly come from. And they would also come with other little goodies. So maybe this, it's also, here the flower is broken off, I think. But this could also come from one of the Charmkins directly. But we have this little dog here. We have, this is another cradle that probably a baby came in, or I don't know, no, this probably not. I don't know which one came to what, so I haven't, as I said, I haven't researched any of that yet, though I also don't know the names of all of that. So if I know the names, always I would put them here. So dog, this little girl, which Polly Pocket style even has a hinge. Interesting. Way before Polly Pocket. Way before Polly Pocket. But yeah, you could always clip them to these little, whatever it was. So this is more like, oops, I think more like a, I don't know what this is meant to be actually, but this is probably like a, this is another clip that goes to some of them. We have this little super cute girl here, this little tulip girl with a little doll. I think 2 figures directly came with this house. I think this one might be one that directly came with the house, because I have read something with a doll. Little tulip in pajamas, so this might be her, or it might be another one. And little tulip, blossom in pajamas and little tulip in pajamas. I don't know which ones are pajamas, but here we have another super cute little creature. Most of them look more like humans. And we have this little girl. And this probably meant to be a little boy. And yeah, then more of these things. We have one ring, so where you could put a figure. So for example, this one, maybe this came. This is probably from the ring. I think I have this one. This is probably my only double now that I own. As I said, multiples of these. And then I have one of those necklace things here, where you could of course also hang some of them. You can, I think, open this up and then decide, yep, to wear this as a necklace. Ta-da! Or I have, or I have this one. Yeah, as I said, they all have names, but it's not necessarily my, like, the toy line that I know most about, and that I also, like, I'm not craving to know all of their names. I just think the whole toy line is so adorable. This is so cute. It's miniature. It's not as small as Polly Pocket, but it's miniature from the early 80s. So I think this flower probably just didn't come with this playset. I don't know. And yeah, this broken thing. I think these are all the accessories. It might be almost complete. Let's maybe read again. 1 bed, 1 cradle, 2 chairs, a patio table, a bureau, a love seat. That's probably the love seat, I guess. This, I don't even know if you see that. This thing. This might be the love seat. A basket for Poppy. Yeah. A bird. No, this is the bird stand. Then I don't know what. Maybe the love bed or whatever. Love seat is maybe not there. Carrying ring. Okay, 1 ring came with it. 3 flower pots. Oh, I think I'm missing 1 flower pot because I think these mini things are the flower pots probably here. Fences, yes, and separate flowers. Or maybe these go to it. Maybe these are from the flower pots. Please feel free to tell me anything you know about this. Maybe you know what I did wrong, but I'm pretty sure this I would need to, you know, make flat so that it's actually the same height as the house itself. It is so adorable. I will probably display it closed though. So put this mostly back in. I don't know. Let's see. And then like this. Or maybe I leave this. It depends because I know where I want to put it, but it will probably need a lot of like space on it. So I have to rearrange everything around it. And it always falls out. But oh my gosh, I hope you didn't mind this unorganized thing here. Whew, but that was it. I have to make myself definitely a little more familiar with all of these pieces, what belongs to it and what not, and which were separate, and where do I put it. It's a tiny bit discolored, though I think I will not bother with trying to retrobride it because there's also so many stickers on it, and stickers and retrobriding, that's never a good match unless you can remove the stickers safely. Otherwise they will always, you know, because they will get wet. So yeah, well, whatever. But in general, it's not as discolored as it could be. My other Charmkins carrying case also quite discolored, but it looks still so cute. So this one's still pretty white. I especially love that this see-through thing is not super yellowed. It's still nice and pink, and the pink is still pretty nice. Yeah, that's all of it that I wanted to show you today. I hope you enjoyed this pretty like colorful bunch of different toy lines. A couple of ponies, that's something that's very typical for me, but most of the other toy lines are not very often on my channel. So this was a good thing that, you know, if it is a 1 video, which I think it will be 1 video, so then I can like happy go on vacation. You can like have this long video, and you will have to live like without my videos for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending if I am able to do a video on the 3rd Friday or not. But I will be on vacation. I will be in Japan, do a lot of things, and if you want to maybe discover some other cute toy YouTubers during my absence, I can maybe give you a couple of suggestions. Like one of my favorite, or if not my favorite, vintage toy YouTuber is Sugarberry. She just came back from a hiatus and is doing videos again. She collects all of this stuff here, all of this. So she loves My Little Pony, 1st generation, but she's also into lots of other 80s and 90s toy lines. She mostly does hauls, like thrift hauls, etc. And she's also very, like, her videos are very well researched as well, and nicely edited. So if you want to go over to her channel, if you don't know her, she's lovely. She shared her channel with her husband, but she's not doing that anymore. It's only her channel now, so only girl toys. And she has a playlist of all of her videos. If you go to her playlist on the very bottom, I can link that maybe also in my video. And just binge watch this playlist. It's lovely. Another one that also does a lot of vintage toys, for example, is Vintage Toy Box. They're a really small channel. They mostly speak obviously in German, though they come from Austria, but if you put subtitles under it, it should be fine. They have the coolest vintage toys, the rarest ones, the ones in best condition, crazy good Barbies and ponies and secret keepins, pups, and all of that. So also check out their videos. They're twins, so they always do their videos together. What else could I say? There's of course way more, but these two, because they are still small channels. Of course, you can also go to watch Chat Marvelous videos during my absence, or even maybe branch out into like boy toy YouTubers. My favorite one is Pixel Dan, like especially Pixel Dan Toy Hunts. This channel, Pixel Dan Toy Hunts. It's just one of my like favorite toy hunting like content on YouTube. In terms of, you know, action figures and all of that. He's such a nice guy and his family is lovely, and yeah, so I leave these 3 channels or 4 channels here for you. Of course there's way more, but of course Selina Vintage Gaudi, watch her videos if you're craving Barbies. So yeah, I will be gone for a couple of weeks. I still hope you enjoyed this very long video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up, comment down below, or if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. You can of course also watch my back, like my back, what is it called, office, no, all of my older videos. I have tons of playlists just about My Little Pony, about toy hunting, about Barbies, about all sorts of different vintage toys, unboxings and all of that. So you can of course also watch my playlists. Also very much recommended. So thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye.